Familynestacademy, a place where families are empowered to fulfill their destiny, a place where families can build legacy, a place where families can enjoy a wholesome and fulfilling life. And more.
Hello, welcome back to our family realities behind closed door. And today we will still be talking about, of course, things that happen in the family that sometimes we don't recognize until they begin to cause troubles. Today we'll be talking about the scapegoats in the family. The truth is that in some families, there is this child that will always be the scapegoat, or some of the family members that will be the scapegoat. I remember while we were growing up, as the last born of the house, we would do some things. Whenever my parents come back, they will just keep us one side. To them, we are not capable of doing those things. So the elder ones will bear the brunt of what we, the younger ones, have done. Because our parents have assumed that they are likely. In fact, they are the ones that would have done such things. And then we are going free, committing crimes, while others were being punished. Okay, so that is part of the stories of a lot of things that happen in our homes. There are children in the home that are more bold and confident to ask questions, query things, talk about issues than the others. And most times, if you're not careful as a parent, you begin to pick on that child even without knowing it. Okay, but what if this child is not really the problem? They are just refusing to be silent. They have just refused to accept whatever that person is accepting. They are just being their unique self. If we raise children with a particular mindset that they have to be quiet, they have to say yes and no to us, they don't have to question our authority, they don't have to speak loud, we will end up damaging the personality of children under our care. Okay, you need to understand there are people like Joseph who will talk and put themselves into trouble. Not that they have a bad intention, no. It's just because they don't know how to keep their mouth. And where does the parent come? Is teaching these children how to talk while at home, in public, when to talk, what to talk, and how to preserve precious things, how to keep quiet, how to keep secret. So knowing what to do is very important so that you don't destroy the potentials of these children who are bold and open to talk or question things that are being done in the home. Okay, so for example, I know that in my family we have, I'm sorry to say this, we have this particular elder sister that every member of our family know that she just says her thing the way it is. Yes, even my aunties, my uncles know her like she's the voice. She's the one that would say things the way it is and just move. She will even say it and don't care. Do you understand? Does she have issue with you? No. But she doesn't paint words. She doesn't package it like. Even my mommy and my daddy knows it, and they keep telling her. Okay, so in every family there are always exceptional children there are always children who pay for being exceptional. There are always children who bear the consequences of things going wrong, either because their approach is wrong or because the parent does not understand that these things are there for them to put things in order, to help this child, groom this child on how to harness that gift. Okay, and that is what happened to Joseph. That was how Joseph came and told the siblings, you are going to bow to me, whether you like it or not. I saw it in the dream, it will happen. Even his dad was like, child, how can you say that your elders and me will come and bow to you? Did it come to pass? Yes, by God's mercy. But these are how destinies, potentials are destroyed because of not being able to groom the skill of being able to speak out. Okay? The gifts in those children are also powerful in helping big things going wrong in the family. So when you have a child who will always come and say, Daddy, this thing happened. Mommy, why did this happen? What you should be sensitive about is that this child is your, I'm trying to find the right word. Will I say trumpeter? He's the one that blows the trumpet. He's the one that will tell you things that are happening that you don't know. So he's the make him the information oh God, make him the information prefect of your home, and teach him how to package those information, what to do with them. Find him courses to run on communication and even social media management. He has a skill in that area. So utilize it, help him harness it, and use it to also correct and build things around in your family. So instead of making him a scapegoat of someone who talks loud, who does not respect any authority, who says it the way he wants to say it, try to find positivity and help him or her harness that gift. There are also those who are very dramatic. Okay? There are people who are dramatic in the house, and so they try to escalate, exaggerate things. Those are also kind of people who become scapegoats. Okay? What other people will see and handle calmly, they will blow it out of proportion, they will overreact, and then you see they are being picked on because of their overreaction. And sometimes when parents are not careful, they begin to maltreat that child or talk to that child to the extent that it may affect that child's self-image. So when you see children who are very dramatic, who want to blow things out of proportion, it's your responsibility as a parent to pick it as an area of empowerment and improvement, and help this child learn to manage her emotion, learn how to think and reflect on things before reacting or responding to it. Let's reflect on Sarah. Sarah was the oldest in the family of 5. That's with 2 other siblings. She was very expressive, bold, and opinionated, just like my elder sister. She also saw things, like I said. And when the uncle stayed too long in the siblings' room, she was the one that will notice and will say it the way it is. She was the one that will also see mommy breaking things and pretending. But when she tries to talk, because of the way she talks and others feel embarrassed, they find a way of always shutting her down. So anytime she finds something to say, because everyone is unsafe around her, they try to intimidate and then tag her being very dramatic, tag her as always seeking for attention, or that she's bitter. But the truth was that Sarah didn't know how to manage situations and circumstances around her. And it's not that she's bitter. And because of the way people in the family were reacting and acting around her, they did not also know that they began to break her. She began to doubt herself, began to withdraw and keep to herself. And do you know what the parents were thinking? Oh, she's getting better. She's now knowing how to shut her mouth and how to mind her business. But they did not realize that they are shutting down opportunities to pick things happening around the home. They did also not understand that they were damaging this girl. They did not also understand that they were destroying her potentials. They did not realize that their child, their daughter, was suffering. Okay? So this is a call for learning for families to be sensitive to the personalities of the children you have given birth to. The truth is that every family has an emotional economy. What do I mean? Sometimes to keep peace, they need someone to carry the pain. There is a way the family need to manage emotion such that nobody suffers. You don't have to have someone demoralized so that there is peace will reign. She's no longer talking. Let there be peace. No. All you need to know is to understand the individuality of everyone at home and learn emotional intelligence. See, outside the individual emotional intelligence that I recommend to everyone, I also recommend family emotional intelligence. As a family, as a body, you must come to learn how each and everyone's emotion reflects in your day-to-day engagement, and how each and everyone will need to understand how to manage their emotions at home. In that way, everyone will live a healthy emotional life in the home without feeling that they are being maltreated or cheated on or not understood. The truth is that some children in their homes feel that every other person don't like them because they think she's like this, she's not like this, she's not like this. No, it's because of the way people have reacted to her personality, to his approach. Okay, so if you must work on your emotion as a parent, you must also help your children learn how to name their emotion, how to manage their emotion, how to control their emotions so that they are not everywhere. Okay, and so they don't feel that they are not loved or they are loved less. And it's important that we don't have this particular person that we always blame and we don't give space to express herself or himself. because this is how scapegoats emanate from families, where someone begins to feel less privileged, even in the midst of privileges, where they think they are considered as a last option because those who are preferred has been given a better option. No, it shouldn't happen. In a home, everyone must feel understood and appreciated and accepted without having to change their shape or their form or their personality to another child, to another person at home. Okay? So, take it. Remember, Joseph was in the midst of adults, elder brothers, and even a father. Yet, he became a scapegoat. He was rejected, thrown into a pit. But the same family that dismissed him would one day need a dreamer to deliver them. Don't let your child experience that feeling of being hated. Don't let your child be thrown into a pit in your own very home. Of course, you know that pit doesn't mean literally digging a hole and putting him. But make sure your child is not feeling that somehow, somewhere, he doesn't belong. Because that is the beginning of that child not being able to fulfill their purpose, because they will live the rest of their life doubting themselves. And yes, if you have been there and maybe you are not yet healed, or you did not even realize that you were a scapegoat somehow, just realize that this moment is also a moment of healing. Okay? You were just the one who refused to carry the lie or the norm that is abnormal. You were the one that was speaking up. You were the one that was pointing things that were wrong. But then you were rejected or treated like you were against the family. This is the time to heal. This is the time to forget all the shades that were thrown at you. This is the time to gather the strength so that you are able to restore what was destroyed. Restore it in your own home. Because God still have interest in you healing and being an instrument of transformation for the next generation, the children under your care. And to every family watching us, stop throwing your prophet into the pit just because you are uncomfortable, just because they are not aligning, just because they are not trying to conform. Stop sacrificing your children or that child that is with discernment so you can keep your image intact. You saw how I had to slow down. Some of us, because we have a child who picks things, who is very discerning, and who says it the way it is, and because we want to preserve our image or the notion or perception people have of us, we begin to intimidate such a child, maltreating such a child, shutting up to such a child. Please, heaven is looking and counting on you to restore and to redeem. If a child is always crying or crying out, always distant, always having to question his identity, the problem may not be theirs. It may be the broken environment. It may be your home that is not safe for that child to blossom. It may be the atmosphere that has been created in your home that is trying to drown that child. Try and find the problem. Sort it out. Things may be going wrong in your home and you don't know, but you need to be discerning to be able to pick what is happening to those children. Don't be carried away with provision and not face the matters that matter, the matters of destiny. And that brings us to the end of this conversation. And in case you are a scapegoat, kindly put it down in the comment section. Let's share your experience. I'm sorry to my siblings that suffered for my sake, that we are scapegoats at some point. But these are happening in the families. And we are here, Familynestacademy, to help correct these errors and build a more healthier, purpose-driven, and legacy-focused families. Do have a lovely day. And yes, remember to share this video and subscribe and put on your notification bell so that you will keep learning with us, building your home, and making the change in your generation. Do have a lovely day. I am still Princess Francisca Ubichuneze, the founder of Familynestacademy and a family life coach. See you next time and do have a lovely day.